Hello, hello. We're back with some more Kenshi. And as I said at the end of last episode, we went around and did a little bit more of a training arc, like mostly against River Raptors, but also against some dust bandits as well. Let us get our toughness and dex up to 26 and 31 respectively. Strength is up to 32. Melee attack up to 33. Melee defense up to 24. Athletics is up to 72 now, and we even got Medic up to 17. Then I kind of went on a bit of a run around these territories and decided to go ahead and grab our first recruit, Senlin here, who is mostly going to be used as a pack mule for right now, but will eventually become a valued member of our team. And now, since we've made so much money, up to almost 130,000 cats now. It was over 130,000, but we then hired Senlin and bought her a backpack. We're gonna go ahead and start putting down, not necessarily roots, but getting ourselves a hideout or two where we can, maybe start doing a little bit of research and have a relatively safe place to rest that isn't going to cost us money. And also a place to store ill-gotten gains so we can, put them all in one place and then make bigger trips to go sell things rather than doing it all at once. Or rather than doing each trip all at once. It save time that way when we want to just steal things en masse. Now what do we've got here? Hungry bandits. Or as I call them, training opportunities. Now, Senlin needs to, back that up here, and we're going to micro Eadred for taking these guys out. So that we don't get surrounded like that. If we can keep them all kind of in front of us, this should be no issue at all. And though, when we can get more than one with one hit there, that is even better. Oh, we took another hit there. I'm fine with us taking a few hits for the toughness XP and all that right now. We just gotta make sure to stay out of the danger zone. Not get too sloppy here. Okay, we're getting a little sloppy. Okay, we're getting very sloppy here. Come on, Eadred, you're better than this. There we go. Now you're putting in some work. Right. We're getting third-partied by dust bandits here. This is where we're going to pull back and patch up. Oh wow, that was definitely something from that dust bandit. Definitely something. Alright. Maybe a little more of that training than we wanted initially. Which means it's time. We could just lead them back to that way station. Or we could just try and shake them. Because even with Senlin's not so great athletic skill of 4, she's still traveling light, so they're not going to catch us. They're not going to be able to run us down. So let's... Made a little valuable bit of training, but of course sometimes these opportunities pop up at inopportune times. Alright, they're not following anymore. So we can stop and patch up. And I think we'll just go ahead and see if we can... who there? Who there? Who this? Tech Hunter Caravan. Well, let's see if they've got anything we can't live without, huh? Why not? Well, first off, we can sell off the junk that we got off of, those banditos. And we'll go ahead and grab that iron hat and a thieves backpack for Senlin. Yeah, I think that'll do. Here, have a hat. And now you can sell that crappy leather backpack to this guy. And maybe we might as well grab whatever maps we don't already have knowledge of from him. It's not like we're lacking funds right now. Okay, good. Moving on. Moving on. I mean, we could just wait this out by going to heal up at the way station. And then, head probably to the hub. I would like to probably buy, like, that L house or the, bug house that's there. And restore that for our first hideout. At which point, Senlin will probably be at least temporarily, our base manager. I was looking for medkits. Doing our research and whatever until we can recruit a designated nerd. For that purpose, specifically. I was just hoping to grab some more basic medkits here. I know the hub bar will have them, so I'm just gonna go ahead and give Senlin some food to carry. And then let's go ahead and start heading for the hub. Back on the road. Back on the open road. Gonna probably try and avoid any combat this time, just so we can get there and start acquiring some building material and such, because we're going to have to rebuild a building if we just buy one in the hub for our main hideout for now. But it'll be cheap, and that'll be some engineering XP as well. Alright, hold here. It's just hungries. We're just going to let them pass this time. So we got things to do. And hey, there'll be a little bit of stealth XP for Senlin as well. Alright. Rub-a-dub-dub. Going to the hub. This will also give us more of a mission of what to steal as we go on. Once we've got a building and some storage, then we're gonna have a lot more reason to steal things, not just for money, but to you know, steal actual materials and all that, research materials, etc. So I think we're gonna go ahead and buy the bug house here. Then we're gonna go in to the bar here. Buy all their building materials. Buy a couple med kits for Senlin. And a little bit of food to carry us over. Now I'm going to give Senlin the building materials and set her to get started on that. I'm also, real quick, let's go ahead and give her these med kits. And she can wait there while we go to the Rebel Bar down here, where we're gonna grab all the materials they've got. And then we'll probably go down to Stack and prepare to rob their materials cellar this evening. Alright. That's 14 building materials. Let's go ahead and get those materials put in. They can both get some engineering XP here. Good. We need still a significant amount more. We need 14 more building material to finish this building. We'll get a few more from the shop down here. And then I'm gonna head Eadred down to Stack to rob their materials trader blind. Well, at least for building materials. So we can get that finished and get some actual storage. Okay, apparently we didn't put all of them in there. So, we'll get all the ones we've got put in there, then I'll head down to stack and we'll get this figured out. Still, once again, trying to, you know, get back in the swing of Kenshi's little quirks. Okay, there we go. So we're only going to need 4 more. 4 more building material. The rest can be things that we are going to use later on down the road. So let's get this. As soon as we got this finished up, we're going to send Eadred up to stack. Sunland, you can, I don't know, pull up a seat in the bar or something. While Eadred goes on another little journey. To steal, of course. Plus, we're gonna keep our eyes out for more recruits for the little gang here. Like to get us up to, like, 3, 4 people that we can train up. Not just for essentially pack mules, but people to help us out in fights as well. Alright, good. We are just going to wait now until the store closes. Alright, the mechanical shop is closed. Time to bust on in. I'm gonna take all that building material. We're gonna take some iron plates. And we are going to take... Damn overlay. I need to turn that off again. We're gonna take a little bit of fabric. And some books as well. As much as we can carry. Good, a good little... Where are you going? Close the door, please. Thank you. You may be a thief and a burglar, but at least be polite about it. There's some massive brawl going on. Hungry bandits decided to rush the gates. How unfortunate for them. It was a death sentence. But we'll probably get up to 33 strength on the run back to the hub here. Good. Now the plan is, build some, like a basic research bench and maybe some training equipment here for new recruits, etc. But the plan is we're not going to just base ourselves out of the hub. We're going to be moving around and building hideouts like this in different cities all over the place, so we always have a place to stash stuff, rest up, etc. Oh, it appears there's a fight going on here as well. Between, nomadic bandits. Well, I smell some free money. Let's Let's go offload these materials real quick so that I can loot these guys. Alright. First hideout, about to be finished. Now, let's go ahead and build a basic chest. Actually, let's build two of them. One that's going to be just for storing loot, and one that's going to be storing materials and such. So this one can store all of our material goods for now. And our extra food. This one will be for loot. Until we can gather up and go and sell. Obviously, no. Ooh, that is a Mark III horse chopper? Okie dokie. I'll take that. Oh, I might actually use that. Thank you for your generous contribution. To the Feed a Thief Fund. And since the bar to sell these things at is right here, I'm not exactly worried about space or arranging my pack at the moment. Sell all this junk. Get a few cats back. Now's when we actually start thinking about stocking up on some of these materials. Fuel I'm not really concerned about right now. More things like fabric, iron, leather, etc. Let's make sure and mark this private. Keep it somewhat organized at least. I mean, they're both sabers. The horse chopper is pretty much just straight up better right now. So I think what we'll actually do is for now give the cutlass to Senlin. We'll go ahead and go sell that old crappy sword that she was using. And of course, we need to clean this place up a little bit. Good. And I'm actually going to send Senlin over to the Shinobi Thieves Tower here for now to train some of the basics. Mostly, we'll put her on their crappy melee attack dummy, so she can get at least a couple levels in that. And also lockpicking and assassino. Good. Now, I think I'm gonna just go sell the junk here and start building some of the basic stuff, but I'll probably be fussing over positioning and everything for a while, so we'll go ahead and probably cut that and be back when we're ready to hit the road and do something again. Alright, actually went ahead and canceled Senlin's training here. We're gonna have her be temporary nerd. to get some basic research done, especially considering we had enough books to queue up a lot of research. So we're actually gonna for now put her down there, and Eadred's gonna take a trip up to Stack and then possibly some other places. We're gonna call this initial recruitment drive. Alright, we'd like to get a couple of people to train up for the gang. And possibly got a bandit camp here. We're on a mission, alright? We're on a mission. I can't be getting distracted too many times. We got a purpose. See if there's any decent goons to recruit here. And also start equipping them if so. Look like anybody I can hire here. Random holy citizens. Well, first bar is a bust. Let's try the big bar. The big bar in Stack. Looks like we've got one possible recruit here. Alright, no, we can't be having you be a manlet, a complete manlet, I'm sorry. But it looks like we've found our permanent nerd. Oh yes, he's already got 24 in science. Excellent. You are going to just book it straight for the hub. And don't look back. Meanwhile, we'll check the other bars. I think it's just this. Nobody else recruitable here. Wow. How unfortunate. But let's grab some food and clothing store. Clothing store's over here. Armor shops in Holy Nation tend to have absolute dog water, but clothing shops have about the same stuff. So, let me take a look, and I'll probably kind of fish around town here for a while for equipment for these, for Senlin and for Heli, and then we'll get ready to head back, equip them, and maybe go out for another heist or something. Alrighty, we went ahead and did a little shopping, bought some clothes for our two new people here, and then we are gonna go ahead and head back to the hub. We'll actually catch up with Heli here when on the way. So we can set him up as the permanent nerd at base. Well, semi-permanent. He's still gonna come out and do stuff with us, but his primary job, of course, is going to be hideout nerd. But it was good to at least get a start on it before we recruited him. And with some storage and stuff now, we can start scaling up our enterprise here. Okay, first thing, You're off the research bench. You're on the research bench. Now, let's go ahead and give you the ones that give more protection. And this is slightly better than no protection for you. At least you got med kits. We'll equip him a little better a little bit down the road. So now let's adjust the squads here. And we're definitely going to go sell off the junk first. Okay, we're carrying really too much food for our purposes right now. So we can go ahead and drop all that in there. And now I think probably one of the first things would be to train up Senlin's stealth, but that requires me actually like while Eadred just kind of stands there, so we're not gonna do that immediately. I'll do that in the in-between times, between episodes. We're going to go out and on a little adventure. Go out looking for some trouble, perhaps. Perchance. Maybe I could practice my assassino on that camp of dust bandits. That was more like over here. Plus, if we get Senlin up to an acceptable level of athletic skill, that would be nice. Anybody who's going to be going out on our little heists and adventures needs to be able to keep up, so as not to slow the whole party down. Now, where were they? Up here. Alright, Eadred is the one that actually has the skills to do this. He's going to, be the one that strikes. Knock him out. Steal his junk. Retreat. Knock him out. Steal his junk. See if we can chain a couple of them together here. Ooh, that one was worth a pretty penny. Bonk. Oh, these are just some incredibly oblivious bandits. I'll tell you what. Can't be bothered. Laziest dust bandits. They see me and they know exactly what I'm doing. They're just accepting their fate out of pure laziness at this point. So we'll bonk some more. This guy's literally just watching it happen. Like, surely I won't be next. Surely. Surely he's not going to do the same thing to me in 5 seconds. How silly. Alright. And there's a tech hunter merchant right here. Wow. Excellent. How convenient. How convenient indeed. Nothing we really want to buy from him at the moment. I don't want to spend 10 grand on a map right now, thank you. I'll buy the cheaper ones, though. Good. Alright, you can quit sneaking now. Hey, we got your stealth up to 2, and your, athletics up to, like, 14. Good. We're gonna continue on towards Stack. Since we're moving a little slower than we would with just Eadred, it will take a little longer to get there. However, we'll have a second inventory to store the goods in. Oh, I want a puppy. I want a boneyard wolf puppy. But no, we don't have anywhere to keep him right now. There'll be other opportunities to have a crazy collection of animals whenever we decide to build an actual base rather than just existing out of hideouts in towns. Alright, well, we've got some time, so while we wait for nightfall, we're gonna go ahead and trade both of them in stealth. So we'll be back when we're ready to do another good old B&E. Alrighty, it's time. There's another random brawl with hungry bandits happening, of course, right where I want to go and steal things from. They're actually fighting in the shop. Lovely. But we did get Senlin up to stealth 5. So that's good. Holy priest up there with the damn turret. Alright, well let's see if we can, they just leave the door open this time? Apparently. Apparently. Alright. Books. Books. Big priority on this one. fabrics we're also going to need. Iron plates we're going to need. Just steal everything we can here. I'm not really as worried about building materials because they're pretty cheap. Now what we're going to do is go and transfer some of this to Senlin's back. So we can go grab some more. Now we go back for another round. I did not even mean to assassino that guy, so now we should probably well, that was awkward. That was incredibly awkward. All right. All right, let's skedaddle. Tell me, what do you know of Manzord? Alright, we just had to sit through a little holy lecture there. Yeah, as you can tell, I was paying about as much attention to that as Senlin was. However, we are quite encumbered. Well, Eadred's not, but Senlin is, which will get her some strength XP, though it's slower than normal for her because, of course, she's a Scorchlander. They only get 90% strength XP. But hey, you know, still it's a successful heist, and we're getting some skills up for our new recruits. I can't complain. We're gonna cut just a little bit across vein here. We're going the other way around just because I happen to exit stack from the west rather than from the east. But it takes us back to the same place anyways. Now we just get a nice, relaxing trip back here. Already got her up to 4 strength, all the way to 5. Good. Having her have some more strength makes her a far more effective pack mule that we will eventually teach how to fight. Alright, good. We're back into the border zone territory here. And now it's just a straight shot towards Le Hub, where Heli is still researching. He's still got a few more things to research. And of course, we've got a lot more materials now. to continue that research, as well as maybe put together some basic training equipment to get Senlin and Heli up to speed, so that when we don't have research to do, he can somewhat contribute to the group. Alright, everybody works, or they don't eat. Simple as. Simple as. Especially, we can go ahead and throw all these books in there. Senlin, I know you've got a bunch of them too. No, put them in there, not take them out. Brainlet moment. Good. Now. Plenty of materials to put in. That we will use for all sorts of things in the future, but it's always good to get a stockpile going early. Early. Beautiful. Well, we've got a little gang put together now. And did our first somewhat group heist, with Senlin being a pack mule for it. We're getting started on some research, and of course, we got our first hideout. So, quite a bit of progress made, but for now, I think this is where we're going to leave off for today. So thank you all for coming out. Be sure to leave a like, maybe even a comment, and maybe even subscribe. And I'll catch you all later. Have a good one. Bye-bye.